Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Janet. Welcome to my channel where I hope to inspire you to create a home and a life you love. Well, this week is another thrift haul video. I was only out 3 times, but I got a lot of treasures. I went to a sale at the Skylight Foundation. They just opened a new space and they raise money by selling thrifted items for mental health. And 2, I went to the Goodwill, and 3, Salvation Army. So only 3 stops, but a lot of treasures to show you today. Stay tuned. All right, so lately I've mostly been thrifting to try to find cool staging items for my current renovation project. It's a mid-century house, it's a split level, it's kind of funky and different than most of the architectural styles that I've done in the past. So I want to go with a little bit more of a contemporary or mid-century or funky twist to the design style. So a lot of my current staging items just really won't work. So I have to find a few new things to get this place staged. So I made 3 stops and found a few things for the project. And then, you know, when I'm out, I always find some things either for my own house or things that I'm planning to sell on eBay or my website. So let me show you what I found. For the project, because I'm going on that little funky side and I'm using a different color palette than I normally would, I found these 2 vases. This is just an IKEA vase. It was $2.99 at Goodwill. This one I got at the same trip, $2.99 also. And when I was there, I also found this cute little piece of pottery that somebody made this in 2000. It's signed on the bottom. So it's Laura Voigt. I think that might be like one of my neighbor's daughters actually, but it's a really cute piece. I think it would make a really beautiful vase. And it actually goes with this other piece that I also found, which I thought I could use as a flower pot. See, look how cute those are together. This one was $2.99. And that would be a cute crock in the kitchen with utensils in it. But I think I like the flower pot idea. Okay, other things for the project. I am going to do a bar cart there. So I found this really cute little picture. I thought that would look really nice on the bar cart, as well as these 2 carafes. This is not the original lid. There actually were 2 of these. I got this at the Salvation Army for $4.97. There's a lot of them on eBay, so I didn't buy the other one because I just didn't want it sitting there and not selling. But this one will look really cute on the bar cart, as well as this other carafe here. Hopefully nothing tips over. This one is lead crystal. It still has the original tag on it. I thought this was a really pretty one. It would look great with bath salts in it later, sitting on the edge of a tub. But for now, I'm going to be using it at the bar cart at my project, and this was $7.99 at Goodwill. A couple other things for the project. Well, when I bought the house, it was boarded up and abandoned. So there were a lot of animals kind of coming and going, either in the house, in the soffits there were squirrels living, there was a cat that was coming and going, and then there were all of these doves in the yard, because obviously it was an organic yard because nothing had been done there in so long. And all these birds would come and forage every morning. So I wanted to do a little play on the animals that were there. The buyers aren't going to know, it's just for me, but I thought it would be kind of fun. So I found a couple little figurines. This cat was $2.99. These are all, I think, the made in Brazil. And I also found a dove in the same style. It was $1.99. Now this may be a pigeon, but I'm pretending it's a dove. All right, and what else for the project? I thought this would be really cute. It was, I believe, $2.97 at Salvation Army. It's just like a little tray. You could throw your keys on there or your jewelry. I'm not really sure where I'm going to use this, maybe in the master bedroom on the dresser. And then I also found this at the Skylight sale for $3. This, I think, would be a really cute dish to just throw your keys on when you walk in the front door. So I found both of those. I got both of these at the Skylight Foundation. They're vintage perfume bottles. I collect perfume bottles. This one was 10 and this one was 5. I just thought these were like super cute. And I love this long, I don't know what you call that, the thing that the perfume goes on. Anyway, I thought these were really beautiful. Okay, I also found this for the project. Now I really wish I had bought this toile lampshade that I saw when I was out thrifting with my mom. because I found this, now that I know I'm using black and white as my base colors there at the project. I'm buying a lot of black and white little things to stage with. So I think this would be really cute. I'm gonna stage one room as an office, so I'll probably put this on the desk. I also found this little print from Rome. It has an inscription on the back, so I know it's from 1979. It was professionally framed, and somebody bought it as a gift to somebody from when they were in Rome. Somebody must have helped them pay for that trip because they said thank you for the trip. And I just think this is a really cute little, looks like a pencil drawing from Rome. All right, you may have seen these, but they're holding up the picture. I got these two burlap lampshades for a little candelabra. All right, then I went to the Salvation Army with Mike. I forget what he needed. We just kind of swung in there, and I kind of scored while I was in there. I found a pair of Hunter boots. I left them in my garage because I'm using them on my job site, but I found a pair of Hunter boots, and they were half off. Both Goodwill and Salvation Army have certain tag days where items are either 25 or 50% off. So I got these Hunter boots that are practically brand new, $22. While I was in there, I found this really cute brown Transferware. I got 6 cups and saucers. Transferware is very hard to find. So whenever I find it, I always snatch it up. This was $1.97. They were $1.97 each, and I got 6 of them. Now, Transferware is still very desirable, and it's hard to find. So whenever I see it, I grab it. I think Transferware would look really cute as a mismatched set. So you could do some brown dishes, you could do some red Transferware, you can mix the colors if you don't have or can't find a complete set. The other option that you have is when you buy a set, or if you find like a lot of pieces that are the same set, you can go on eBay and buy the rest of the set. So I once found a whole red and white set. It was a place setting for 4. I was missing a piece here, a piece there. I went on eBay and I bought the rest to fill in the set, so I have a complete set of 4 and a few serving pieces. So you can always fill in your sets that way, but when you're thrifting, Transferware is definitely a good buy. Now, these I got at the Skylight Foundation. There were 4 for $6, so that was a pretty good deal. All right, moving on. Pottery is something that I'm really interested in right now, and it's also super high in demand. So I showed you the little piece of pottery that I bought at Goodwill, but I also found this, which is also handmade. It was $2.99 at Goodwill. It is signed, but I couldn't find any history on the artist, so I'm really not sure. It looks like more of a professional piece. I don't know that much about pottery. It's just something that I really like. Also, I love pictures like this to put flower arrangements in. I think they look really cute on the kitchen table. They're very rustic, so they go with a lot of different design styles. So if you have more of a French or European look, if you're doing more farmhouse, they look really cute in just about any design style, but they look especially cute with fresh flowers on your kitchen table. Another piece of pottery that I bought that I also think would make a cute vase is this little canister. Well, it was taped shut, and I once bought something that was taped shut and was holding a crack together. And so after I made the mistake of untaping it and finding that crack, I thought, oh gosh, now I can't sell it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I have to glue it and keep it for myself because I can't sell something cracked. And this was taped shut, so I did the same thing, took off the tape this time to make sure there was no problem with it, no problem with the rim or the inside. So this whole piece was in great shape, but what I didn't notice is there was a little crack on the lid. So frustrating. It may have broken in the car on the way home. I don't know. But I think even without the lid, this would make a super cute vase, which is really why I bought it. But the glazing doesn't go all the way to the inside. So, you know, it could be a cute display item on a shelf, but I think if you hid that crack in the back, you know, it'd look cute with the lid displaying it. And then when you want to use it for a floral arrangement, you just take the lid off and use the body as a vase. So this is also signed, and now what did I do? Oh, it was $3.99 at Goodwill. All right, on that same Goodwill trip, I found this for $2.99. And I found this Coach umbrella. Now, I go through a lot of umbrellas. I don't know why. It's so windy here in the Chicago area that when you're out in the rain and the wind is blowing, a lot of times my umbrellas go inside out. So anytime I can find a good umbrella, I get it. But I happen to find this Coach umbrella for $3.99. And these things sell anywhere between $25 and $100. So that was actually a good find, but I'm gonna use it. So I found a few pottery pieces that really probably aren't that valuable, but I think they're really nice and they would add really well into someone's collection. But then I found this piece. Now this piece is worth about $80. This is Creek pottery and it has the original tag on it. And this is Creek art pottery, the green drip modeled style. And it's from Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's an Indian piece. And it's got the original tag still on it. So this was a pretty good find. When I was at Goodwill, I kind of walked through the kids' clothing section. I just happened to find this cute little jacket. It's new and it's got this like darling interior. Anyway, I got this for my niece's little girl. I just think it's really cute. So it's always good to walk through the clothing sections on your way to the home goods section because you just never know what you're gonna find. And so I also found this. This is actually vintage Christian Dior. I've seen these for $500 up to close to $3,000. It's from the 70s. It's the military style jacket. It's blue with black velvet pockets and cuffs at the arms with the gold military buttons. So these buttons sell for about $50 each on eBay. And it's my size. Like, how lucky can you get? So I thought this was like a great find. I wasn't even looking for it. It was behind the register hanging up and I was like, oh, that's cute. What size is it? And it was my size. So good find for that. I got a couple other just fun and funky things. So when I was at the Goodwill with Mike, or no, that was Salvation Army, I just stumbled across these Ray Dunn bowls. And I know Ray Dunn things are worth a lot. And so I found these. These are the Wee bowls. There's 3 of them. They're brown with white polka dots. And these I got for 75 cents each. And they're worth about $75 each. So keep an eye out for Ray Dunn. Okay, every year at Christmas, we have something that we call the ornament of the year. So every year we buy a glass vintage ornament that celebrates something that happened, something that happened that year. So it's got to be symbolic in some way to our family. So this year I made a very meager attempt at vegetable gardening for the first time. I grew 1 pumpkin, about a handful, like 1 serving of beans. I had 1 salad earlier today and 1 pumpkin. So I didn't do that well, but it was fun and I learned a lot. And my son told me not to give up, that I should do it again next year. But it was, kind of a fatal experiment. Some moths ate all of my broccoli seedlings. It was like a huge mess. But because of that, I found this. This is it's really like a Campbell's soup, Campbell's brand thing, but it's just vegetables. So it's corn, a tomato, and a pea. I only got 1 pea shoot, by the way. So this is just kind of like a fun commemorative thing that this is symbolic of my little vegetable gardening experiment this year. So that's our ornament of the year. Usually we buy it new, but this year I just got lucky and thrifted it. Another thing I found, I like repurposing things instead of buying new or even making new. I got this little plaque. It was $1.99 and it just says dogs have masters, cats have staff. But I'm gonna just take off this stuff and I'm going to paint this and I'm going to change it into a little sign that says at the beach. So we live close to Lake Michigan. People come here a lot of times to then head to the beach. They park here, whatever. And so I thought this would be cute to put on my door so that people know we're already at the beach and they know to just come on down to the beach. So I'm just gonna DIY this sign and change it up a bit. And the find of the day, Well, actually there were two, but I can only show you one now in the kitchen. The other one is still in my garage. But the find of the day was this blue canister. It's Royal Dalton. I thought it was a tea canister. It's actually a biscuit canister. And I got this for $6.99 at Goodwill. It's the Royal Dalton Flow Blue pattern, and it has a silver plate lid. These sell for anywhere between $100 to $325. And I was very excited to find this because this was actually sitting in the lamp department, not in the porcelain department. And there is a man who comes to the Goodwill every single day. He waits there at the door until it opens, and he blasts into the ceramics, porcelain, and art department. So he usually gets all the good stuff before I make it in there, but this day he was late. So I made it in there, and I found this and got this before he did. So I was extra excited to be able to find this. So that's my find of the day. And then when I went to Salvation Army with Mike, I actually found two Target dressers. They are retail $600 each. They're white laminate with gold knobs, and they're $125 each, which if you don't know what they are, $125 at a thrift shop seems high. However, I'm going to use them for staging in my renovation project. And even though I paid $125, I can turn around and sell those on Facebook Marketplace, or use them again, or use them in an Airbnb property. But I can turn around and sell those for probably at least $300 to $400 because they were $600 new, and they actually are brand new. They have no wear on them whatsoever. So that was probably an even better find in terms of the markup value. And I calculated out that what I found in Salvation Army was probably about a $625 profit between all of the items I found. If I want to resell those, I'll be able to make $625 profit on all of those items. All right, there's a couple more little items. I found this little French lady, $2.99 at Goodwill. I like tucking those in next to flower arrangements, or just using them on bookshelves or in little vignettes. And then also for my renovation project, I found a bunch of cobalt blue, found two vases here. These were $1.99 each. I'm thinking of using them in the bathroom there. And then another little vignette would be these little ones that were 99 cents. And I found these two birds because originally these were going to be my play on the doves that are at the property. And these were also 99 cents each. So this is everything. This is what I found going to 3 different thrift stores. Thanks so much for checking out my latest thrift haul. I cannot wait to show you all of these items in place, staged, and decorated at my current renovation project. Until next time, ciao for now.